We are back. Another episode, Bond and Boogie with the Precious Perspective. And of course, this is your host, Boogie Ogoon. Him him for knee, him the G, him who doesn't hide, him who seeks, him with the shortest arms, him still with the longest reach, and my boy, of course.
Precious with a precious perspective, per usual. Always a pleasure to be down here with you, brother. Chop it up, talk
For
that
sure,
talk.
for sure.
How you feeling? What's going on with you?
New week. I can't complain at all. Successful Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Showing love to all the ladies and the mothers in the world. So, like I said, other than that, like I say, I cannot complain. Life has been a-okay.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it, man. I'm glad that the weather finally starting to fake like it want to be consistent. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Like getting a nice little sun. I think they were supposed to drop a little bit next week, but I ain't even concerned with that. Cause
Chicago weather,
yeah,
man.
you feel me? We ain't made it there yet. But
Facts.
all in all, nigga, I'm doing great. Life's good. Today's topic is gonna be one that we kind of re-rocking on. You feel me? We had some technical difficulties. I feel like that original was I feel like that was a hit because we was really into it. But you know, we talking about cover art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just how important, essential, and just effective it was. And we talked about not only the cover art, but I think the depth of what all came with your music experience back then.
Want to purchase a CD or even even when niggas was buying tapes, nigga, tapes had cover arts and my mama, for sure.
And
no, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. So, what do you think that I guess looking at then and now, like, do you think that offered like a fuller experience to the artist or connection?
It offered what it could offer for the times that we were in. So back then, buying your artist's favorite CD or album was, like I said, it was most definitely an experience because you bought the CD, it came with the booklet, you flip pages, you may have had some lyrics in there. It might be some dope pictures. Might have been, like I said, buying CD back in the day wasn't just buying a CD, going home, putting it in the CD player or the CD, whatever, and letting it ride. It was, like I said, just from finding it at the store, getting it out the store, busting it down. Like I said, going through the book, looking at the front, back, cover. Like I said, it was it felt like at a point in time you got more offered to you for purchasing an album, you know what I'm saying? Versus now, like I think things do change and things do get easier, I guess. So now, everything is pretty much click, download, you know what I'm saying? And you got it. We still get some cover art for singles or songs or, albums still have, cover art, and they kind of switch it to like digital art now, and they graphics moving and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, cover art itself as a whole, for sure was most definitely just of that time was an experience all the way around. And I think we spoke on, just MySpace and just how cover art meant just as far as getting your page together, matching it to your songs and shit like that. Like I said, the CD buying experience was most definitely, it was, and I guess it was so exciting us because we weren't just listening to music, but we were getting into our own ways of, what music we like, what rappers or musicians that we was fucking with. And we felt like we actually had an option at the time to go and to get exactly who we wanted to listen to, what we wanted to listen to, and just the experience of actually having to go to the music stores, the Sam Goodies, the Five Musics, it was so many of them back in the day.
And it's City Best Buy.
Yeah, Circuit City.
Yeah.
It's slim to none now as far as actually going to
purchase music.
Yeah, and like I said, cover art played a major role in just even beyond music, video games, DVDs back in the day. They would come depending on you get you a special certain type of DVD. It'll come with picture, poster. Like I said, just the entertainment industry really had us excited back in the day to go out and spend our money because like I said, it was extra stuff that you buy 2K, you get a poster with it. The booklet might have a fucking layout of fucking the best player, your best favorite player. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it was just the cover art and the art itself. Just it's being a kid growing up into a young adult. The art from those pages and those booklets and those times just it's most definitely a feeling, nostalgic feeling for real, for real.
Yeah, and it was. I think they were put in place truly to connect you and allow the resonance of the artist, the game, whatever entertainment it was that you were trying to entrench yourself in at the time. It wanted you to feel that and become that. And I think that a lot of times, I know for me as a shorty, one of my favorite when you get the CD was the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? You got your lyrics in there. You can read the songs. You can kind of sometimes artists will have bios, thank you, prayers, all that different type of just random
Those
stuff.
albums dedicated to that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think that now social media has kind of taken the role of maybe even that space of getting to know the artist. You know what I'm saying? It's like now we got access, like the booklets was where that artist was in that particular time that they put that music out and how they was. Whereas now you follow a motherfucker on Twitter or X, you can follow a motherfucker on Instagram, Snap, all that, and keep up with them in present day.
Yeah, I saw Will Smith speaking on that, and he said he was kind of like a to himself person when it came to like giving the world what he was doing, and but I guess he said he had people around him that was like, bro, you need to make you an Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So he said once he finally made one, and got over not even a fear, but just got over the Instagram jitters of recording and giving updates and putting yourself out there. He said he actually was like, oh, okay, I didn't kind of like the Instagram thing, like an old nigga finding out about some young nigga shit, and he was like, oh, I didn't kind of like.
And I can imagine when you live in a fucking Will Smith life, you got a lot of everyday shit that's content and that motherfuckers may want to see. And I think again that is so crazy, our relationship, I think now with artists in their like tangibility, our access to them versus what we had when all we had was the booklets, all we had was the posters. Now you seeing shit, you watching celebrities' families grow up. You know what I'm saying? I'd say fucking was Jay-Z and them oldest daughter, the Blue Ivy on. I'm like, damn, this little girl's like 30 at this point. And I feel like celebrity kids age fast. I don't know if that's just me, but it seemed like 1 minute they be babies and then a year later they have to be man, like when did this happen?
Folks
but I think that again, going back to the cover art idea, is it any covers that you like that stand out in your memory, like that you was like, yeah, this bitch add to the art of the album?
I want to say a lot of those first like Ludacris albums, like Word of Mouth, Chicken and Beer, like they were, Ludacris was a creative individual. Like when it came to rap videos and shit like that, Ludacris made some of the best energized, like him and Missy Elliott had different type of Busta Rhymes. They made different type of, they was like some of the first people with like just different type of music videos and different type of art expressions in their videos and shit like that. But so a lot of Ludacris shit, even though I was young and didn't probably listen to it much, but that Snoop Dogg album,
he was the dog,
and it was a dog house, and it was a dog's outside.
Was that the Dog Pound? Something like that.
The dog album,
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look that up. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I feel like I one that stood out to me was what was that? The name is not Curtain Call. What's that M album with the curtain?
Curtain call.
The curtain call.
Is Curtain Call?
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, I feel like that was damn near. And I don't know what it was. I feel like it was the simplicity. It was the red. It was
him standing in between
shit.
of it. Yeah,
you feel
it was
me? Like that was one of them ones. I feel like it's simple and not even simple, and it was simple. Toughest at the time, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
I was gonna mention
album cover,
and it wasn't much.
Me?
It was just it was just that it added on to his image of being at the time, hardcore gangster rap, thug rap, getting shot 9 times, the broken glass and shit on the album cover and shit. Like I said, it most definitely added to what 50 Cent was at the time.
It's crazy that y'all double back on this topic because I was just in the crib. Like,
side note, Doggy Style.
Doggy Style.
That's the name of the album.
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. But it's crazy because I was just in the crib, like looking for my social and birth certificate and all that shit. And I got like a little time capsule. And in my time capsule, I actually have, I think it's the Aaliyah "I Miss You." After she died, the booklet that came with
from
the,
that, like, was it an album that they
Was
dropped?
that a single?
Nah, it was a whole like, woo.
It was a whole, like, you talking about what, it was mixed artists, different artists on the album. I know exactly what album. I think Paris had that album for real.
And the booklet is damn near like a music, like a Aaliyah museum.
Yeah.
Start to
was it black and white type
no,
shit,
no,
or was it
like
color?
rose gold?
Okay, facts.
Or the rose gold of it. I think it's the "I Miss You" album.
Okay.
Yeah, and the art and the shit and the books and shit was damn near just as like added on just as much as like your music video. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like motherfucking when, like I said, it was a lot of times we saw niggas music videos before we actually got CDs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you saw a lot of these
Niggas used to do real promotion back then.
Yeah, you saw a lot of these artists in the form in the music videos, then just about a CD and get the booklets and see the booklets and shit. Like I said, like I mentioned, Ludacris, Chicken and Bill, word of mouth. Like I said, we saw a lot of Ludacris's personality in the music videos. Then when you actually buy the booklets and you see, oh, okay, it's a lot of what he was giving in the video in the booklet as well. Because like I said, Ludacris, Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, it was a certain few motherfuckers who was doing just different shit in videos. You know what I'm saying? Just different graphics, different expressions, different like cartoon shit that niggas was playing with. And like I said, it wasn't a lot of niggas who was taking their videos to the next level type shit.
And I was gonna ask, how important do you think it is for your visual imagery to align with your your spoken word, whether it's
not with the moment. It still matter, but it only still matter because it's not a lot of niggas making great videos.
Check me out, and I hate to interject in asking you a question, so I hope you can keep your thought. But I'm not gonna lie, it's some research that other motherfuckers can do. If y'all know better, I feel like the Chicago drill scene damn near killed the music video, because I feel like at that point
niggas ain't want to see shit but guns.
Man, it was like niggas damn
gas station,
really
hella pipes, fast cars.
It was that's the only place. Somebody's mama crib, somebody out in the alley somewhere. We got big ass pipes. If we get real creative, we can be in the kitchen pulling pipes out the oven.
We got real heaters.
You hear me? But other than that, like the creativity and like you said, those type artists kind of like drifted off.
Yeah, I feel like one of the last niggas, and I was just actually listening to this shit when I was on my way. I feel like Duke Deuce tried to do that with that Crunk Ain't Dead video, because it was an energized packed video from him being on the floor and for folks them raising him from the dead, him footworking on top of the piano and shit. Even though it wasn't like how shit was back in the day, but it was like a video where it was creativity put involved, even though it wasn't much, really too much going on type shit. But he had the blue and black shit. obviously for whatever reason or for reasons that we know. But I feel like Duke Deuce was probably one of the last niggas who like gave me a video that I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's niggas who give you sharp visuals, you know what I'm saying? Things that look good. I ain't gonna even stunt. I can't eat. Cole Bennett, white boy from out here, lyrical lemonade, and it's not from out here, but white boy, popular out here, popularized out here type shit. I feel like a lot of his videos are in that depths of creative, and that's what allowed him to, I feel like, take off in a time where like
it was dead. Niggas was just shooting like you say, a camera, walking around.
Yeah, it's guerrilla style. You know what I'm saying? Like we just gonna shoot what makes sense, what's within a budget, or because a lot of them niggas starting out wasn't really getting paid,
and a lot of niggas got budgets and still don't have no creativity. You know what I'm saying? I got an artist, but I got an artist that I'm actually working with now, brand new artist, and he finna shoot his first video and shit, and I've been kind of helping him like
coordinated,
seeing it, put it together, and just let him know like, bro, this will not be the same video that we've been shooting for. Y'all been shooting for the past 7 years. It will not be 30 niggas. It will not be 30 guns. It will not be, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Weed, bottle. Yeah. Nah, we gonna make this try to look like something to the best of our ability. Yeah. And like I said, I want to see him flourish. This will be his first video dropping, first song really, and I feel like it's gonna be a summer banger. So like I said, I've been helping them try to like piece together, put ideas together, chat GTP and sceneries and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's most definitely time to get back to making movies. Cause like I said, niggas just get a camera and just be, you know what I'm saying? Videos ain't what they used to be.
Yeah, and creative, just visuals in general. You know what I'm saying? I think that I was just having a conversation earlier about the values of the people. We ain't gonna really get into this topic today, but I feel like at some point we will. This Diddy shit, and I feel like he's on a character trial right now versus a criminal trial, and that's what's gonna be, let a motherfucker get out the jam, because it's like y'all so busy worried about his character, and I think, and values in that regard, and I think for so many of us in this culture, a lot of times we get distracted with the glitz and glamour of shit, or what we're perceived to be based on certain ideologies that come about that we don't necessarily provoke. Thinking about the idea of what I just said with the drill music and all of it being about pipes, that makes sense for that type of music. You feel me? It makes sense that niggas got guns and all that different type of shit. But why does that have to become the general? It's one thing if these niggas got guns over here and that makes sense for their lifestyle, but why do you rapping about high fashion and maybe getting some bitches and all that? Why do y'all need pipes? Like, and again, everybody,
to let you know I got a gun. Don't rob me.
And I get that. You know what I'm saying? Second Amendment. We live in America. Right to bear arms. I personally believe everybody in their right mind and of legal binding, protect yourself. But I'm also not one. One of my favorite videos on the internet to this day, and I probably said this on this show before, is this old ass white man and somebody recording him, and somebody walk up on him trying to rob him, and he get that, oh my God, get to faking like he having a stroke and shit. He get that, oh my God, somebody call an ambulance. And he leaned down, he up his pipe, he say, but not for me. Fuck is you talking about? Because bitch, I'm finna blow you down. And you thought it was weak old goofy man time. Because a lot of these niggas, I feel like they be having pipes and showing pipes, and you end up.
But that drill culture definitely made its way into the industry. You start seeing everybody. Yeah. Lil Baby, 42 Doug, ESTG, like it just became a thing. Like outside in front of your Vulture City was them in they projects. It became gas stations, fast cars.
Yeah.
It was like no creativity behind this shit. No
Yeah.
more. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to shout out was DCG Shorty them from out west. I feel like they make good videos.
Locker Films, because he was under at a point in time, and not under. I ain't never gonna disrespect a player motherfucker like that, but he was at the beginning of that Cole Bennett like takeoff for real. And again, shout out to the city. I feel like for real, because
Talent.
that type and style of videography became kind of the basis, especially for those who didn't have like huge label budgets, you know what I'm saying, for your videos. Because that's another thing. Motherfuckers used to have like, think about a big pimping video where these niggas is on a yacht and we need money for this type of production. You feel me? And like you said, getting back to actually shooting movies, because we wanted to, I feel like, and that going back to the cover art, that booklet, pamphlet, poster was supposed to make you want to be immersed in whatever lifestyle this artist is trying to convey. And I feel like now, especially rap music, and I ain't gonna stunt, I'm trying to think, and maybe y'all can help me, I don't know. I don't even know no like good R&B videos or shit that'll make me be like, oh yeah, I damn near. Why, it's some good R&B artists and songs and all that shit.
Chris Brown got the video.
Facts on me. But I mean, Chris Brown damn near early 2000s. That nigga been out since what? 2004?
Early.
3 by now type shit. Like, so yeah, he damn near legendary in this shit. But as far as I feel like just new artists, I saw
It's
Big
crazy.
X the plug
It's
for
crazy.
his therapy session was solid.
This bitch worship the devil, but Doja Cat be having some decent ass videos.
This bitch worship the devil.
Yeah, I'm just saying she give devilish vibes. Shit.
talking about
When
this bitch is a
you hear
Satan
motherfuckers speak on it, they be the devil come right after. Shit. I'm just keeping it 100. The bitch be like I said, but I've seen her videos and
You say they
I don't even want to say they cold, but they just different.
they're creative. Yeah. Facts.
They just
What I was finna say, real. What I was finna bring up, G.
I don't leave it alone, man.
He talking about I don't even know, man.
But yeah, like I said, I've seen some Doja Cat videos, and I'm like, this bitch weird, but shit, it's a different video versus what everybody else putting out. Shit.
I was finna tweak on my nigga, and not even tweak on him. Lil Nas X. He had some different videos. You feel me?
I didn't watch many.
I just know of them.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? Like, yeah, I just
Both
know
had
that
some
they
different
was
commercials. He didn't have
all
some
that.
different shit.
Yeah, it's crazy that you read my mind from across the room. That's so hilarious. Because I guess you started talking about devil worshiping, and I remembered they was talking about he had a video or something where he was doing
Riding the devil.
Yeah,
The devil riding
he was,
him.
yeah, crazy.
Got blood sacrifice, Nike commercial, all type of.
Yeah. And that's when the creativity, I guess, it'd be a little.
It's a thin line between love and hate.
Because my boy was a little too creative. You feel
That's
me?
what they do. They meaning people.
Yeah.
His people. Them
I
people.
don't want no parts of them folk.
You had a cover art going on today.
Oh man, niggas is talking real crazy. I don't want
When I
no
popped
parts of
outside, I
that.
say, man, that's a
don't
good cover
know
art, man.
That shit was
Folks need to make a song called Don't Let Go.
Nah, not at all. Sometimes we all need somebody to lean on. You feel
Great.
me?
That's a great cover art.
Bill Withers. You feel
Great cover
me?
art for a remix to that.
But side note, beyond cover art, you just said remix to music. It's a guy named Daystorm. He do content and shit. He did top 8 remakes that is damn near better than the original song.
Mm-hmm.
And it fucked me up because it really made me realize how much of this music really is remade for real.
It's a lot of it.
And so what do you like? Do you think that's intended, or is it just like artists being inspired by other artists.
It's for sure that, nigga. I was just listening to Key Glock album. Key Glock had so many fucking samples on that bitch, but nigga, one thing I always said and do agree with is, nigga, music was super fucking great back in the day. Just the sounds, the artistry, the instruments. Like I said, no discredit to the music that's coming out now, but just like I said, music was just more heartfelt back in the day. It was just more, like I said, it was more personal. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, nigga, sampling music is just something that's gonna happen forever. Cause
Go ahead.
I'm listening.
I was gonna say, I almost think that's by design, though, in a sense that, like, everything that you just said is very much so factual. I believe that at that time when people were creating music, because it was fresh, it was new, it was all of these different things, like, that shit, it just hit different. You feel me? Whereas, and knowing that in my mind, it's almost as if record labels or whatever the case get in these positions and be like, all right, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, we can sprinkle in a little bit of new, and like you said, the samples and shit is always gonna be prevalent. Like, you think about a lot of times how beats are made is pulled from different songs, slowed down, sped up. It's rare that, like you were saying early on, how niggas making music and they need the whole band in the stew to get them pure sounds and drums and claps and all that shit. Now that shit can be done on synthesizers and all that different type of shit. But I feel like a lot of it has to do with, like, and this is, I guess, the conspiracy part of me coming out. Like, a lot of it has to do with keeping us on the same frequency. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it to where it's like we selling them the idea of love, but it's only a certain type of love.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We selling them how to be secure and to be a man, but we only selling it in a way of gangster rap, or, you know what I'm saying, I don't know. It's interesting because, like you said, I know for a fact that you one of your poems that you created recently being based off of a lot of music that you've been inspired by. And so I definitely understand artist inspiration, but I'm also just curious about how much of that is executive agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna keep putting this same shit in rotation type. Like,
yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I think like I said, with me just even listening to music, I listen to my oldies and my older music often. So it could be an agenda thing. Well, like I say, it could be niggas with just music sounds and ears that like me and who, nigga, know that old shit is still gonna sound good today. Shit. So, you know, I want to consider myself, even though I don't rap or whatever, but I know if I was, nigga, I know for a fact I'd be sampling some old music. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, like I said,
they don't make it like that no more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to believe, like I said, it could be a agenda thing, or it could just be niggas who got the same type of effing music and they know that old shit then it just sound good. Shit, it's harmonized and it's old school, and it just, you could put that shit to a new beat and make that shit it's old school, but it's still it's new shit when I drop these.
You put your sauce on.
Yeah, when I put these 808s to this motherfucker, it's a whole damn near different song for real. So, like I said, it's I'm not mad at niggas sampling music because
not at all.
I've heard shit.
Good ass sample.
Yeah, I've heard some great ass samples and niggas hold their own on some samples.
I was
like
about to say, the nigga Big Ass the Plug sampled Contagious.
Yeah.
That's my shit. You feel me? So I'm definitely good for a sample. It's just interesting to think about, especially with and I'll fuck around and send it to you, with the particular songs that he was talking about, just to think how old songs really be. You know what I'm saying? Songs be from the 50s that motherfucking Whitney Houston remade in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Or just all that. And to think like, damn, we've been in the same state of consciousness to receive that type of
And
music.
like, I don't know, niggas was, and one thing about samples and covers and shit like that, they was, niggas like Whitney Houston was listening to the motherfuckers from back in the day,
Yeah.
trying to be as good as them. So a lot of motherfuckers show it to show recognition to some of the artists that came before them, some of the artists that they grew up listening to, liking, some of the songs that when they was a kid, they was like, one day I want to sing that song like that. And you got
Facts.
older, you got your voice, you became a great singer, and now you could pay homage to. And certain motherfuckers do it on a confidence level of, I probably could sing that song better than that person that did when they made it. Now I'm singing or rapping, I can do
Smoking
it better.
niggas,
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's a homage thing. It's a love for music. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, when I feel like niggas covering people art or giving tributes, I don't consider it like no hate, like no trying to do it better. I really just feel like it be artists that fell in love with other artists and shit, they get to perform and got the money to clear songs without getting sued and shit, and now they can sing they artist's favorite song and shit, and people can, nigga, I just heard Justin Bieber fucking covering the fucking Scissor song, and he sounded fucking amazing.
He's talking about sensational.
Yeah, bro, sounded amazing, bro. But, and like I said, niggas show homage to songs that they like. You know what I'm saying? So shit, like I said, it's it could be a gender thing. It could be, you know, the music listener's ear. It could be a multiple of things. But like I said, I'm not mad at hearing an old sample. By no means necessary.
That re-rock. Me.
Great things. I love sample music. Like I said, always reminds you and always takes you back. It's a fucking song right now that I've been in it. I feel like this song is going to be we gonna forget about the old song. I can't fucking think of this song or the beat or what it is, but when I hear it, I've been hearing it a lot. And it's a white girl singing, but it's to what the fuck beat is it to? What actual song is it? Oh man. I can't even think about it, but I'm gonna hear the song because I've been hearing that bitch
everywhere.
and it's a white girl singing to a very old song that we've heard before. And
Tory Lanez got a nice album mixtape that's
a bunch of samples.
Yeah, a bunch of samples.
Yeah, this is a new song though, like on the radio, and they, like I said, I'm hearing it, and it's almost taking away from the actual initial song that had first came out because. What the fuck? It's a white girl. Is she talking about depression on the song? I can't even remember what the fuck she talking about, bro. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And what beat is that though? That's
I feel like, is that Godier?
It is. And Godier came out a while ago, but nigga,
shit.
Yeah, but that My Anxiety shit damn near nice though.
Yeah.
The little bitch that's singing it and shit, like
I ain't never heard the whole joint. I really got to get out of that and clips and with music.
Oh, that's that black girl, Dochi.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Oh, damn, that's her? All right, turn that shit off. We ain't got copyrights on me. But facts. Okay. I think that, like I say, I think that is the Godier sample.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and like I said, just to think that Godier is an old song.
Yeah, it's like
but
2009 maybe.
It's not like niggas is remixing songs that ain't even 20 years old. Ain't even, you know what I'm saying, 15 years old. Like so when you make a great song, niggas will sample your shit tomorrow.
He's talking about if that shit's nice enough.
If that shit nice enough, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, shout out to the artists who just have been able to do their own thing, use their own sound, and shout out to the artists who have found enthusiasm and who've found sampling other people's music. Like I said, a great thing because like I said, I can't deny and say that I do not like samples and do not enjoy when others sample their favorite artists from back in the day because sometimes they be a hit, sometimes they be a miss. So, like I said, but for the most part, I feel like when niggas try to sample, I feel like niggas try to make a hit. God damn it.
Yeah, because you wouldn't. I feel like
You don't want to fumble some shit that, you know, then the motherfuckers be like, you should have left that the fuck
Right where it
alone
was.
from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll have to come back on the episode and do like some of our favorite remakes type shit. Like that was at a point this song, but a motherfucker came along because I ain't gonna even stand. I never forget when I found out that LL Cool J J-Lo song, oh my prep. When I found out that wasn't they song, I was like, damn,
Some older shit.
crazy,
Yeah, folks. So like I said, nothing. They always, the older motherfuckers always tell you what you done, nigga. It's been done before. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, so that's how you know the sampling is going. Because even songs that, like I said, we thought J-Lo and LL Cool J, that was a new song. That's at least what we thought.
Yeah,
it's not. So like LL Cool J at a point in time and J-Lo, hottest people in the fucking game at a point in time. You know what I'm saying? LL Cool J is, for the most part, one of the 4 founders of
hip hop.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like one of the first. J-Lo, some of the first video queens, sexy women, you know what I'm saying? Like, so hey, like I said, the sample game is going, like I said, niggas is gonna be clearing samples and getting samples forever, shit, because it's just a part of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was listening to the nigga, was it one of the, I think Phil Collins, it was either Phil Collins, Bonjo, one of them white men say Diddy ass is paying that nigga every day for the rest of his life from that I'll Be Missing You sample. He say he ain't clear that shit. They didn't go through the proper legalities to get that shit smooth through. He say, I got something for you. And hey, he say he damn near getting paid from that shit. That's a check that damn near to the day he died. He know he got coming in type
Yeah, because that song was great. Yeah. But when Diddy did it for Biggie, it had like a whole nother. It was the same meaning, but when he did it for
but not even when he did it for Big, because that's actually a fucking Predator creep song. If you listen to the words, like I'll be watching you, like that's a stalking ass nigga. Facts. You feel me? Well, but like you said, the way Diddy turned it on his head and made it like a spiritual.
I miss you, my dog.
Yeah, you'll be watching us from the heavens and all that from different Diddy type land. Of shit. Oh, Diddy Land is nuts, man. Because hey, that's obviously a wild place.
Obviously, don't want to go to Diddy Land.
This, yeah.
Is on trial right now.
Yeah, like I said, that's gonna be a topic that I know at some point we gonna dive into. But I want to see. We have to see how further it goes, because like I
the trial
said,
going on right now.
Yeah, and it's still very early on. We don't really
very much freaky already.
Yeah, but check me out. Going into what I said earlier about the character versus criminal trial. Like, if they're going up there to prove Diddy ass is a freaky deaky ass nigga, they won, and we know that. But he can't be jailed for being a freaky deaky ass nigga. Like that is not what you lock niggas up for. Like niggas get locked up, it may be turned freaky deaky, but being outside freaky deaky, unless it's obviously, you know, assault, all that different type of shit. Yeah, but
predatory.
Just being that, he'll be good. And if that's what they going in that courtroom, just like, oh yeah, he was talking about making this guy pee on her and da-da-da-da-da.
Niggas was participating in them freak offs.
Yeah, bitch say she was in a freak off for 4 days straight. I say, bitch, I don't even know that I got enough fluids for 4 days.
They drinking good water in there.
Man, they got IVs in that
all
bitch.
Type, nigga. Diddy gonna have a baby oil contract when he come out from this shit.
Hey,
drugs.
Hey. Yeah, so
my anxiety.
We not gonna even get off into Diddy Land and the plan.
His shit, they got his trial on fucking Tubi right now.
Yeah,
live, bro.
It's live.
Yeah, everybody watching it right now.
This shit, bro.
Everybody watching that shit right now.
Between TMZ, Tubi, somebody hate Diddy because
Tubi
got like 7 Diddy documentaries. Folks.
We here now. I really feel like in that case now, we dragging it, bro. Because at the end of the day, if this man is guilty for all of these things,
just sentence his ass. And get the
Man,
fuck on.
I do not want to just keep hearing about
You gotta do it like Kills, though.
terrible thing. But the thing is, they locked Kale's black ass up. I don't know that they're gonna lock Diddy up, bro. I don't believe so. I don't. I feel like Kale's was already done for. And that's why they even really got on that with Kale's. It was like, all right, nigga, you kind of serve no more purpose. Like,
Yeah, you ain't writing
Kale's
for no
wasn't,
niggas.
yeah,
you
Kale's
ain't. He
wasn't
wasn't
dropping
Kales.
hits. Diddy just dropped the album, just got some type of award last year. Just
Suing Ciroc.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's prominent.
A lot of
in
niggas
this
feel like
shit.
really that's why they came for him.
You know what I'm
Because he
saying?
sued Ciroc and won.
And so my thing is,
It's fucked up whenever a nigga trying to do
and that's
Right.
again, I was having that
Better.
conversation earlier. Like, it's fucked up because I don't get no fuck how niggas gonna flip it. Black people done fucked with public execution since Jesus Christ. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because nigga, ain't no way they would be doing this if we wasn't watching the stream. Like, nigga, if they didn't know niggas needed to see this situation, this man be drugged down, out, all that different type of shit, they wouldn't. It'll be like Real just said, just go ahead and sentence that nigga. But because it's like, nah, we got to strip him of all.
he can't be a great black man. He can't be a influencer. He can't be. We don't want him to be. And beyond, no matter what they do, Diddy would just be like R. Kelly as far as, nigga, we will remove the man from what we know from his work, his body of work.
And it's fucked up that we keep having to do that to our niggas when we know for a fact,
These niggas that's leading this shit.
man, you know what I'm saying? We got to disown, and that's the
fall
unfortunate
guys.
part. Yeah, we got to disown ours, and we got to look at our history with an asterisk or smudge on it, like, oh yeah, he was great, but his ass was weird.
Yeah.
Whereas they ass be just as weird and diddling and
The
fiddling.
weirdest.
Man, you feel me? And they still get to, I ain't gonna even stunt. I look at somebody who I was influenced by, I'll say entrepreneurially, in regards to Hugh Hefner and Playboy and the legacy he was able to beat. Freak offs. Any freak offs probably ain't have shit on Hugh Hefner freak offs.
They probably did. It was a lot of butt involved.
Bro,
Did he shit?
And-
It was
and-
probably.
and so, but bruh, you gotta think. And when I say shit, I'm talking about as far as longevity, as far as the openness and permission.
That's what he known
to
for.
do- You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? Diddy had to be a mogul in hip hop to host freak offs. This nigga's core demographic and brand was getting a bunch of pretty freaky bitches together and having these things. You feel me?
Most of them were pretty. Like, we don't know if all of them were freaky. He made them bitches freaky. They were forced. They
Yeah,
were
right.
They were pushed. They were manipulated. They were they got to stay at the house, so they thought they had to do things to stay. Bitch, this is a chore for you to continue to live in the Playboy Mansion and be here amongst greatness, or or go back to fucking North Carolina, bitch, and stay on the farm with your auntie. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it was it's like I said, but we not getting into that because that's not even why we're here. But for sure, I understand and see exactly where you're coming from, because it's pretty much exactly how it is. Exactly how it is.
And to wrap, did you have anything else? To wrap up with just everything, closing with a Precious perspective, understanding that cover art, that experience that was attached to the music back then and still till now, like us being able to be immersed in the lifestyle, creativity of the artist really does allow an experience for us to continuously be a vessel going into the samples, like us being able to deliver the same message generations and generations at a time. I feel like that's important. But in going kind of slightly into the Diddy shit, like we were saying, we gotta be aware of. I'm like I say to anybody, nigga, know your price. Know what you willing to what you willing to pay and play for real, for real. And when you figure out where you stand in that regard and what it is you stand on, I feel like can't nobody really misguide you or can't nobody direct you to a place that you're not willing to go because your bounds are set where you know you want to end up. And so with that, it's a wrap. Peace.
Peace.